What do you actually do, right? This is a question that I get quite often as a fractional COO, as a fractional integrator, as well. Like, but what do you actually do? And so I try to. Here's my attempt to answer this, right? There's a lot of things out there in EOS, right? Like, well, we do accountability, we create clarity, and we do these buzzwords. But when it comes to, yeah, but what do you mean? Like, what is it actually doing? Here's what it is. One of my favorite things to do right away is connect with the visionary CEO and have them walk me through what everybody on that executive, that first level, accountability chart, what they do. Please explain their role to me. Let's talk about what success looks like. Let's talk about what habits they're going to be, need to do, and how you are trying to measure, them in those. I do that, and then we have a conversation around core values. Explain to me the core value over and over and over again, and make sure you use examples with me. Make sure I can, give examples back on what I think that is, and continuously do that until it's exhausted and I understand. Now that could take a couple hours, it could take a couple days. I usually say that it's more than one meeting, but fairly quickly we get up to speed on what those things are. Then I take that information, I grab their job descriptions of each of those individual people, and I sit down with them and we talk about, are there differences in a one-on-one meeting with each of those people, just me and just them, and we do the people analyzer. So we look at each one of those core values and we go through the most recent month and say, how do you rate yourself on these core values? I then would reiterate the learnings from meeting with the visionary on what those core values are supposed to mean. Then we do the GWC. Do you get it? Do you want it? And do you have capacity for your role as the visionary has outlined your role to be? And then with that job description, we go, is this off? Does your understanding of what the visionary and my understanding of what the visionary wants and your job description, do all those things align or do they not? And if they do align and you have a great GWC, awesome. If they don't align and you still have a great GWC, there's some issues now because you're getting and you're wanting to do a role that the visionary does not want that person, or you to be doing. So that exercise can take, less than a week. It can take usually 2 weeks for everybody to, wrap their heads around it. But when I do those things, we bring those discrepancies back to the L10 meeting. And then I bring them up in a tactful way to say that we need some more clarity around this thing or that thing or whatever, without pointing fingers and saying, well, John doesn't know what he's doing every day. So that's the big, like, what do you actually do kind of perspective. It's a very first level thing. It's a very, early part in the journey. That's one of the major things.